So I cheaped out, got a shitty lapel mic, and when I put it here, you can't really hear me well. So I have to hold it up to my mouth. I know I look stupid doing it because that's like, what's the fucking point? Why didn't I just get an actual mic? I don't know. I thought I could keep it where it's supposed to be, and it doesn't work. A lot of this is actually from Pinterest, or like, I don't know, like I'll see like random Pinterest posts or Instagram posts, and I'll just be like heavily inspired by it. So if you see something you recognize, if you're into art or anything, that's probably why. So yeah, for this first page, it's kind of hard to explain because like there's just a lot of random stuff going on. But at the bottom there, we have a shitty Batman that I covered up because I didn't like it. I have a lot of song lyrics because I just listen to music while I draw. Like I feel like a lot of people would. So yeah, there's a lot of song lyrics on. I think all these pages have some song lyrics or names of songs that I was listening to at the time. This is from Instagram. I saw someone drew it and I liked it, so I redrew it. It's Tyler the Creator. Not much else special about this page, so yeah. Go to the next one. Oh god, I don't. This one's weird because like it's just really a bunch of really shitty drawings, but there's a receipt there from, I think, Tully's, like a thrift store. That's all I have to show. Really, they're all weird. All right, so this one, if you've been following my Instagram, I have a Batman print, and I was just practicing with it because this was like the most successful paper that I had. I didn't have like just a random paper laying around, but I did have my sketchbook, and I wrote Bruce Wayne a bunch of times with a bunch of bat symbols. I don't know why, or I do know why, because it's Batman. But this one I think is cool. There's a lot going on, so I don't really know where to start. Okay, right here, I drew like a random shape and I had to make a fish out of it, which is why it looks so derpy and just awkward. This is some devil guy. There's another fish right here. I'm gonna go a little bit closer so you can see. Fuck, now I can't see it. There's a dog. There's a dog holding a tennis ball. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this one. Oh, right here, this was like a photo that won, I think, photo of the year or some type of photography contest, and it was just like an old fisherman holding two fish up to his eyes, and I thought it was cool, so I redrew it with my pen. Oh my god, there's so many birds. Here, I was practicing anatomy, I guess, because I was into comics. Still am. I have a collection. I don't like this thing at the bottom, but I like these. I like this page. This is some stuff from an art gallery I went to here on campus. There's not much to say about it. This is a bunch of random inks from a bunch of random artists I saw on Pinterest. That's why they all look so different in style, or at least I think so. But yeah, I just wanted to practice with the new brush pen that I got because I don't know, I love it. I think it's so cool. All right, cool. Just flip for me. Okay, the Batman. Don't worry about the Batman. I tried to make it look awkward because that's just what the reference picture looks like. So, but yeah, I have a Venom here. I like the Venom. Then there's the Thing from Fantastic Four. And what does that say again? Finding your purpose. That's right. I was listening to a video called Finding Your Purpose while I was drawing, and I have a bunch of random notes or points that I took. Okay, this one I drew while watching the first quarter. No, first period. Fuck, I think football is in quarters, right? I'm pretty sure because I have a halftime show, and they can't have halftime without quarters. Yeah, I drew this while watching the first quarter of the football game, the Super Bowl. That's why I have the score here. That's what it was at the time. There's a couple of drawings from a comic I have. I think it's just called the Detective Comics. Okay, this one. This is like a love and hate page. I love this Batman up here crossing his arms, and then Batman and Robin at the bottom there, just sitting on a pole. But below the Batman, I have his parents, and the mom just looks extremely derpy and wrong. Like, Here's just a bunch of Batman sketches. Not much to say about it, you know. But yeah, it's one of my most favorite pages. There's just a lot going on, and I like the use of the black pen. What else is going on here? I like the colors. Not like I colored it in, but I like how there's just random bursts of color and just evenly spaced out spots on the spread. But yeah, on the bottom here we have that man with the speech bubble. That's from a comic I was reading. And on the bottom we have Poison Ivy from Tim Sale. That's like one of my favorite things from this sketchbook. What else? There's not much, just working with blacks. Anyways, I was at home for a weekend and I had a box of 12 or 24 crayons and I wanted to draw a gas station in 1 minute. So I gave myself a minute, drew gas station, and this is what I came up with. Yeah. Okay, then I realized that 1 minute wasn't enough and the page was too big to actually do anything. So I turned it into 3 minutes and made them smaller. Yeah, here's what I did there. Okay, this one, I'm just gonna skim past it because it's just really shitty and I don't know what's going on there. Same with this one. You know, you can look at it quick. There, that's it. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, we don't need to see that. Right here, more anatomy practice. Again, not much to say about it. Okay, this is where it starts getting good. This is where I think I started losing my mind when I was drawing. I don't know, like, instead of doing one spread page in one day, I would do it over the course of a week or just like around that time frame. And yeah, I would like draw one small thing one night, then another thing the next, or just whenever I felt like I needed to open the book, I would just add on to the page until there was no more space. And clearly I think I filled it up, you know. Here I was listening to Jeff Buckley. You're gonna see a lot of Jeff Buckley lyrics around this page, and also the Smiths. I'm struggling to see everything. Yeah, the highlighter, or I drew him with a highlighters actually. You can tell it's a bunch of different colors. Yeah. And right here I have Doctor Doom. I just redrew a cover quickly from some comic again. This one's just so random. I think this is the Punisher. He's got like veins on his neck and the muscle striations. I don't know. This is really a goofy page. Oh god. Okay, this one I was really losing my mind this day. I'm not gonna lie. So I just couldn't sleep one night. It was like 4 a.m. So I turned off my room light and I turned on like my dimmed lamp and just sat in bed and drew until I literally just couldn't stay awake any longer. I was tired, like I could barely keep my eyes like open. I was in bed tired and I was pissed at myself because I was so tired, but I just couldn't sleep. Like I was laying in bed for a good 2 hours and I just couldn't clear my mind. So yeah, I got this out and I drew a bunch of random faces that look really like horrifying in a way. This was just like when I would get stressed over my exams or studying for exams. In between them, I would just add random shit to this page. There's a lot going on here that I can explain actually. Hold on, I gotta like, okay, I gotta stay close to the mic or else it cuts out. But that is Superman. That is Two-Face. That is a cowboy casting a shadow on the ground. That says Ben. That is a gas station. This says Dry Creek Wrangler School, which is a YouTube channel that I've been listening to. It's just some guy named Dwayne, and he spreads his wisdom. So I love listening to his videos. They're like 20 minutes, and I'll listen to like one a day or one every other day whenever I feel like I need some wisdom. But yeah, some random guy. This is a robot. Oh, there's some writing here. I just can't see. I have like shitty eyesight. Hold on. Oh, okay. This is just some quotes and stuff that this Dwayne guy was saying in his video. This is an old guy beside his bike at a lamppost. Okay. this is how it starts really. I think I worked on this for 2 days, so not worked on it. It's not like a project, but I've been adding to it for I think 2 days now. Started with this, and this, and this. And I don't know. Whenever I feel like I need to add to it, I will. And yeah, so this is how they start, I guess. I think I'm gonna lose my shit, guys. I'm fucking losing it. Okay, so the first time I tried to do this, oh my god, I'm literally losing it here because I want to have this video done with, but I also don't want to just leave it for like another day. But God, I wish I had like my hairband or something to fucking hold this back. Um, hey, the first time I tried to do this part of the video, the mic was buzzing, I guess, because of the wind. The second time I got it done, I think it was a good take, but the camera focused on the background or one of the trees in the background, so I was blurry the whole time. And like right now, I can't really like everything looks blurry to be honest. So it's not like I could tell the difference. Like I saw the blur and just thought it was my eyesight because my phone itself looks a little bit blurry to me. Like I need glasses. It's bad. So I couldn't like I didn't notice the blur because I thought it was just my eyes being fucked up. So yeah, the video is blurry. I'm gonna sit back and get relaxed for this one because I'm getting tired of this. But I do want it to talk, and I might not look at the camera. I'm just gonna look at the car is passing by on the street. So this part is supposed to be a left. Oh, yo, a life update. This is supposed to be a life update because there's a lot of people that I haven't talked to in a while from, I guess, childhood and high school and everything, or just even a lot of people that I've met through Instagram. I at a point had I think 8,000 followers or something like that, and there was like a community. Like I had a couple of people. A lot of people will remember the Fire Gang, or there's I don't. God, that sounds so fucking weird. Um, I was young, okay. Or a lot of people remember the live streams that I would do while I was drawing, or just the posts that I would make. I know a lot of people love to show the support, and I appreciate it honestly. It gave me a lot of life when I was younger, and although it sucks that I spent a lot of time on the internet, I think it isn't as shitty because what was I supposed to do? A lot of the time that I was on Instagram and posting and talking to all these people was during lockdown. Like there was nothing better to do. That was the time to do your shit and follow your dreams. So that's what I did. And so yeah, for those of you who have not seen me in a while or even know what I look like, to be honest, I only showed my face a couple of times. But yeah, here I am. Life update. I am in school. I am now a human kinetics major at the University of Guelph in Canada, and I don't know what I want to do in the future, but I think that's fine. I have ideas, but obviously I'm not set on a certain thing. I'm kind of living day by day because you can't plan too much for the future if you don't know what tomorrow will be. Today could be our last. We could all fall asleep and just not wake up. So I'm just trying to enjoy the moment now, and obviously I'm focused on my future. I don't want to just let that go over my head. But yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy the moment now, which is why I took this video outside. It's a nice day. It's a little bit windy, like there's a bit of a breeze. The sun's out. It's a nice setting. There's just like a shit ton of grass and trees all around me. I like it. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I'm in school, almost done. I have my last exam tomorrow, but it's an easy class, or at least for me. The other classes were not, but this one is. It's a nutrition class, and it's something that I already just am interested in outside of school. Stuff that I already, I guess, do personal research for. And I took a nutrition class in high school, so it's not too hard. It's a lot of repetition. But yeah, um, I was talking about some lesson that I learned. I've learned over the past few months. Okay, I remember it. My mouth is really dry and I don't have any water, so I might stumble on a couple of words, but I think what I was talking about is positive and negative experiences. Uh, I don't look at it that way anymore. I think when I was younger, I would see something and think of it as like the end of the world, being overly dramatic, or just thinking of it as something negative or something good would happen. Let's say my team would win a game. I think it's like, oh yeah, it's so amazing, positive, whatever. But I think you can look at it in two different ways. Let's say my team won a game, I could either be happy because they won or see it as a negative experience because now I'm stressed that they won't win the next one. Um, but yeah, experiences, I think they are what you make them to be. Obviously, I think we can all agree certain things are negative, but I personally don't think they have to be. Let's say if you fail a class, I'll be transparent here. I failed one of my classes last semester. I I just did really shit on the exam. Like I was okay in the class, and it was a class that I was good at in high school too, and I just really flunked the exam. I failed the class. And of course, I was bummed out about it, but over some time, I've looked at it in a different way. And instead of being so bummed out about it and looking at it as such a negative experience, I've started to look at it as more of a lesson in life, and a way to understand myself and the way I learn and the way I see things in life. And there's other things that I don't think I need to mention because it's a little more on a personal side. But like I said, I'll be transparent, but I don't need to fucking spill the beans over here. But yeah. So experiences are what you make them to be. They can be negative, they can be positive, but that's all up to you. There was this book I read. I forget what it's called now. Oh, I think it's the oh shit. I'll put it up on the screen. I think it's something about not giving a fuck. I think it's the subtle art of not giving a fuck. That book is great. Totally recommend it. Also with this one, this is my pocket book. It's called the Tao Te Ching. It's I might have said that wrong. I definitely said it wrong. It's an it's an ancient Taoism scripture. I think that's the right way to put it. But yeah, it's like it was originally written in Chinese thousands of years ago. So a lot of the stuff I wouldn't say is lost in translation, but it's just harder to understand. But yeah. Um I've gotten into reading. There's a couple of books I've been reading. Right now, I'm reading this. It's like one chapter per page, and there's 87 pages. So I'll keep it in my pocket, and each day I'll read a chapter. And yeah. And then when I'm at the gym, when I'm doing my cardio, I will listen to a book now called Atomic Habits. And it's just about making small habits in life that'll change your life. And there was actually, and I think the first chapter, a good lesson that I learned from it, but I'm pretty sure it was the English bike racing team. I think they were doing the Tour de France and the 90s, I think. They were just really shit. They were horrible. They were so bad to the point where the main manufacturer of bikes for the bike racing didn't want to manufacture their bikes because they thought that since they were so shit, it would make the company just look bad and look like their bikes suck. So that's how bad they were. But one year, this one guy took over, and I don't know what his name is, but what he would do was change that 1%. There was a lot of things that people would overlook because it's like, oh, it's not going to make that big of a difference, just that 1%. But I think that 1% does make a big difference. And it did. 2 years later, they became the best country for bike racing because of the 1% changes he made. And something he said that I've heard in so many other like readings and all that was if you're 1% better every day for a whole year, you become almost 4 times better than you originally were. So that 1% does make a difference. And that's something I've learned. And I'm glad that I've learned because I'm able to apply it in my own life. And, I see the difference. It doesn't show like day after day, but over some time, you definitely do see the difference. Like an example from the bike racing was, I think, where they stored the bikes, or maybe their cabin. It was like a big truck. I think where they stored the bikes, and they painted the whites. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. They painted the wall. They painted the walls all white so that you could easily see any speck of dust. Sounds insane. It really does sound insane. Just you could speak. Oh my god. Just so you could see the littlest speck of dust. And what difference that made was, like, it was easier to clean the bikes. And that way the bikes wouldn't have any little bit of dust on them or have any dust in their atmosphere, so that when the racers use the bikes, they wouldn't get sick. Yeah, from that one little piece of dust. And it worked. So as insane as it sounds, it did work, and they became, like I said, the number one. Like 2 years later, after the guy took over. So clearly it does make a difference to change those 1% things. Yeah, that's something I've learned over the past couple months. And I mean, there's a lot of books that I've been reading that have taught me so many lessons. That's just one of them. That's one of the lessons that I've learned from one of the books. But yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. But if this video gets received well or whatever, I don't know. If you guys want to see another one, I'll put out another one. I like talking to a camera. I don't know. I'm a really independent person. 9 out of 10. Holy shit, this is getting really bad. I can't speak. 9 out of 10 times I would choose to be alone rather than go out with friends. I don't know why. I think, like, I've been like this my whole life. I remember even being so shy when I was younger, but once I get to know someone, it's a totally different story. I'll come out of my shell, be so extroverted, like it's insane. But if you see me first time, I'll be so. Uh, but yeah, I like being alone, which is why I'm here right now. I don't have someone recording me because I don't know. This is what I like. I don't know where the fuck I was going with this now, but yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do another video. I really get off track easily and then just forget what I'm saying. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't do another video. But yeah. God, I just hope the mic isn't like being frayed out and making stupid noises, because if so, I'm just not gonna re-record it. But yeah, take care, guys. Thank you for checking in and watching the video, especially watching till the end. I know I'm a boring ass guy, especially when I'm doing this fucking video, just talking to myself basically. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you skip to the end, at least thank you for caring about the end. So yeah, peace out. Bye bye. Take care.